Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. I hope I find you all well in one piece. Mentor Rishana, do you have any opening words to say before we start the session for tonight? My fellow mentor,
Hi, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Hi, Kutsai, can you hear me?
loud and clear, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, lovely. Guys, all I want to say is welcome to tonight, the final presentation of business games. I'm sure that you all must be really worked around the clock. Unfortunately, there's not too many people, but I think this is the kind of attendance that we've been having for the past 2 days. So I just want to wish you all the best, and I'm sure that you're going to give us a mind-blowing presentation. I will obviously, I will close with Kutaya at the end of the meeting of tonight. But good luck, guys. I know that you're going to do us proud. Thanks, Kutaya.
Thank you, Mentor Ishana. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, we're going to start the presentation just now. Please note that you're going to use the document that you've been compiling all along since the day before yesterday. The document that you've been using is a Google Doc document, Word document, the one that I posted in your PO. I'm going to post again on the GoToMeeting. I'm going to post again on GoToMeeting as well as on the Skype platform. So what we're going to do, I will just need uh, 2 or 3. I don't know how many people you have to read out the document. What you'll be doing is just summarize what's on your document. You just summarize what's on your document and tell us what you guys came up with on those 2 days. Tonight is a presentation. I'll just need 2 or 3 presenter, or I don't know how many you have as a class, as a teamwork. I just need the representative or the team leader to, you can write your name in the chat box. You can write your name in the chat box. Then we will begin the presentation. How many members, how many representatives we have to read out the document or to present the document? Priscilla Matambanadzo. Okay, you have 3 representatives. Prince, Priscilla, who else? Prince and Priscilla, who else? And Blessing. Okay, Prince, Priscilla, and Blessing. So who's going to go first? Who's going to go first?
Sorry, Prince Kelly also.
It's Prince Kelly. Prince Kelly, you going first? Or you're part of the team that's representing?
Kudzai, I think Prince is going to present task 1 and task 2. Then I, Priscilla, will present task 3, 4, and 5. And then Pastor Blessing will then present task 6 and 7. Thank you.
Hi, guys. Okay. What I think we need to also do is try not to read out the question. If you can just elaborate on it, try and keep it as summarized and as short as possible. And when you are actually changing over from presenter to presenter, try and keep it, a bit quick. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mr. Kuzaya lost some network. So if we can please wait for him to come back before we proceed, I'll appreciate it, guys.
Okay, thank you, Mentor Rishana. I'm still here. Sorry about that. If you guys can hear me, would you kindly show me the plus sign in the chat box or rate my sound from 1 to 10? If you can hear me, would you kindly show me the plus sign? Okay, thank you. Okay, batch 112, welcome to Triple M Africa Guided School presentation. I'm going to go with Prince Kelly. Prince, would you kindly unmute your microphone, then read out, present for us what you guys came up with. Then Priscilla will follow, etc. Prince, would you kindly unmute your microphone, then open the session for us?
Okay. Good evening, mentors. Good evening, fellow Guiders schoolmates. I'm Prince Kelly, one of the presenters of Batch 112 Business Game Presentation. I'm going to take Task 1 and Task 2. Now, from Task 1, we are starting a new community, we are entering a new country, which is Nigeria. And we will be giving this task, number one, to spread MMM, to get the participants, into MMM. And we'll be giving, excuse me, and be giving a task to do on what? On getting people into MMM. Now, we've been given a sum of $50,000 to help us with all the expenses we need. I'm just going to do a breakdown of that. Now, in Nigeria, the official language is English. Currency is Naira. To dollar is 400 Naira to $1. And we are going to do this Task 1 is just a week preparation, how we introduce MMM into Nigeria. Now, with our budget of $50,000, we are a team. We're going to put up a team together. All the guiders, I think we are a guider already. Then I think we are coming from South Africa. We come into this country as newly. So we come in, let's say, 15 of us. 15 of us. And we start presenting, putting the idea of MMM into Nigeria, how MMM can start growing into Nigeria for just 1 week. Now these are the plans we have ready for that. Now we have to start. We use our SWOT analysis, how the strength, the weakness, and the opportunity, and the threats to MMM in this country, and analyze that. Now the strength is low inflation and low cost of living, high population, technology-enabled environments are part of the strengths in which MMM can gather from Nigeria. You can make it work properly in Nigeria. Now the weakness is insufficient education quality, language barrier also. Language barrier. And going to the opportunities, population creates, population of Nigeria is massive. So this creates a great opportunity for MMM to be able to sink its roots into the country and expand exponentially. Now, another opportunity there is restriction to finance aid from the banks or other financial institutions. Then we go to the threats. The government regulates internet access. The internet access is even very high according to what we've presented on that threat in Nigeria as a new place to start with. And the banks also, then media, they don't know anything about what we are coming to do here, and they will have heard of something negative from other countries, and will try to reduce, and they try to give us more. They try to give us more tax and convincing people to join MMM. Now we have a list of all our resource persons there. I think it's on your on the document there. Now I'm going to go to budget costing for the project. Now flights, we have for 15 persons, $4,550. I think everything is there. I don't think I should just go through that because of time. Then all through to $30 everything we're going to use for this tax a week. Now, day one, which is, let's start with Sunday, first day of the week. We're going to lodge. We're going to study the environment, study where we're going to start up our seminar for that week. And we're going to familiarize ourselves with the country itself, the culture, the people itself, what they do, what they like, etc. Now we're going to carry out a survey on the states that we really want to sink the roots of MMM into. Now, Lagos is one of the most populous states in Nigeria, as we gather from our visit here. So we start with Lagos. We divide ourselves. We are, at least our 15 resource person can divide ourselves to five each into 3 groups, and we go into different localities in Lagos, different regions in Lagos State, so that we can reach them more faster. At the same time, also doing that limited 1 week we're given for this task. Now we're going to move around Lagos, get our Google Map address ready, visit printing press outlet, and all this we're going to do. We're going to need a guide, someone that can speak the language, the native language properly to people, so we don't get lost, and security also, that's very important. Now we're going to go to day 2, which is Monday. We're going to produce necessary tools we need for putting up our presentation in Nigeria together. We're going to set up morning and evening MMM radio broadcast. We're going to start a massive campaign in this Lagos State. There are different type of campaign we can start with. We can talk to some local bloggers about MMM, then how they can help us to push it into play on their sites. So you can get enough people to come around for our seminar, so we can talk to them and educate them about what MMM is and how they can participate and enjoy MMM. Do all that on Monday. Get everything ready on Monday. Our printing, our flyers is ready. Everything is ready. Our projector, everything is ready. Then to day 3, which is Tuesday, we go to the roads. We move about. The 5 each resource person, they move about in their different allocated area. They move about in a different allocated area. Like a road show, we play music. With the music to attract people to what is going on here, so that they can come. And I think people love watching things. They see something that they are not familiar with, they will love to try it, try and look, try and come and see what's happening. So when they come, we can hand out our flyers and give them little talk about what MMM is. And that's what I'm going to do on Tuesday. When I talk about, I'm going to talk to them that they should come for seminar. I'm going to give them seminar dates and time they should come. Now, day 4, which is going to be Wednesday, we have continue our morning and evening radio broadcast, bringing more people that listen to radio. I think radio is widely listened all over the world, all over the world. So that also will bring people awareness to what we want to start to our program here in Nigeria. Now, by going to day 5, which is Thursday, we start awareness about the ideology of MMM on radio, on our road show, and also newspaper. You can do that, and even television. I just have a short broadcast about the ideology and how it has changed people's life in other countries. We can also use one of the strengths of MMM as the amount of countries it's in. That is another strength that we can use in our broadcast that will attract people. Now, day 6, which is Friday, we have our seminars, which we've prepared for from Sunday to Thursday. So we have massive number of people attending that seminar. We have massive amount of people attending that seminar. We'll divide into 4 seminars, different time to accommodate different walks of people with their different walks of life. People with their different walks of life. To accommodate them so they can come and listen to what we have to say to them. That's basically what we're going to do on Friday. We show them videos, ideology, we show them testimonies. You share testimony of how MMM has come to be and how it has been helping people and how it has been liberating people. That's basically all we're going to do on Friday. Why we are doing that, and I think we're going to have people registering at the side. We have people that want to register. We register them at the side. We encourage them so that they can, when they join the site, so they can PH. Now we are going to Saturday, the 7th day. We continue our seminar for those who couldn't. Hello, okay, I should continue. Now Saturday, we continue with our seminars. Continue our seminar for people who couldn't make it on Friday, so they come on Saturday, which we should be free of work. We have more people attending on Friday on that Saturday than Friday, so we have more participants registering into the program. We have one-on-one interaction with most of them if they are available to stay a little bit longer, so you can have one-on-one interaction with them. If they have any question, we answer that. We answer their question. We talk to them, make friendly with them, make them feel comfortable and feel comfortable and feel comfortable with the ideology of MMM, sticking to them, going home and wondering about what MMM is all about and how they can gain from this program. Now this is the 1 week strategy we've planned out. Now let me now go to the offline part. All I've said before was the part of offline is the seminar also, but online activities also be going on during those days. Only some of the online activities we're going to do from Sunday to Saturday also. We're going to create Facebook page, we promote it, we set up a website for Nigeria MMM Nigeria, create blogs. We also use other bloggers because we are just a new blog. We are just new here, so we use other bloggers' addresses to input our own blog address so that people can click and join into the idea of MMM. Now, with Google accounts, Google Hangouts, Google Events, we create that just to sensitize people, just to give people the idea of what MMM is all about, how they can register, how they can provide help, how they can GH, and the rules, very, very important, the rules and regulation of MMM so that they won't have any problem. We collect their contacts, their email, everything should be on, should be with us. You can contact them after they leave us. Excuse me. Now, during the seminar, we can share some things like MMM ideologies, the rules also in Dix. We do that in Dix for them. We don't sell it to them. We give them for free. People that have a smartphone, we can send it to their mobile devices, so that they can have it and go and watch it again and understand it. We will get a write-up about how to provide help, how to get help, and also video references showing them and speaking to them how to do it on their personal office, so that it will be easier for them to start it up. Now, after we've done all this, what we're hoping to achieve during this 1 week is at least 2,000 participants. And from these 2,000 participants, we're expecting to contribute from at least not less than 500 participants. And these 500 participants, we're expecting at least $300 provision of help from each of them, which in total to give us $150,000. $50,000. Now, after this week, we have $19,100 left with us from the $50,000 given to us for this campaign. Yeah, I call it campaign. This campaign. Now, that's how our group or our batch can set up MMM in Nigeria within 1 week. Are you there? Can I go to
Yes.
task 2?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now I'll go to task 2. I don't really need to read it out because of our time. Now, after this 1 week, this task 2 is just telling us how we're going to calculate how that the remaining 3 weeks, we have a month, we've done part of 1 week, the remaining 3 weeks, because people have PhDs already. We are going to, this next 3 weeks in our task 2 is a solution how to get more people to be able to provide help to get to participate in the program, so that you can provide help, so you can pay the first, so you can be able to pay the GH, get help of the first people, of the first set of people we've gotten in the first week, which is 500 people, 500 participants. Sorry, 500 participants. Now, this our plan for that. We have at least 500 participants, so we are going to we have at least 500 participants from week 1, reaching $300, similar to $150,000. So we are going to need each person, assuming each person has put in $300. The 30% of $300 is $90. That means the person is expecting an return bonus also of $20. That's a total of $110 plus $300, making $410 that each participant is going to need when they want to get help at the end of the month. $410. Now, noting that down, we are going to be able to calculate what we need, the exact and over, and we don't need the exact, we need more. We need more of that, so as to be able to pay the first set of people, and that be that $410 times 500 participants will give us $205,000. Now that means we need $205,000 within these 3 weeks to be able to settle the get help of the first set of participants in MMM, because this is very important, because if we don't do this, our effort is going to just die, and we don't want that to happen. So we need we continue our the way we did through the first week our
when are they traveling to London? I'm traveling. That's going from now. What concern there?
Guys.
Hello.
Would you kindly mute your microphone if you're not presenting to the class? You are disturbing the session. Please, can we have one flow? Mr. Presenter, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. You may get on, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I stopped at the total amount of GH those 500 people are going to request for in the next 30 days, which is $205,000, and we need at least the first week. I'm going to project all our participants are going to coming into to the system to be able to provide at least that $205,000. We continue our enlightenment. We encourage them to provide help. We continue showing them the ideology, the videos, and also we can, during these 3 weeks, we can make a final after the participants have registered and provided help. We give them a date for a concert where they can come and meet all their fellow participants and have fun, talk about, interact with each other. That's like mingling just with each other. They can form a bond together, and together they'll be stronger. So we need the second week. We need $205,000 to be able to be able to pay off the first participants. Continue as SSL for the remaining 2 weeks. For the remaining 2 weeks. Excuse me. Okay. Now let me calculate. Let me give you a breakdown of the participants we are going to need in those 3 weeks. Let's start with the second week. We need $205,000 to be able to pay the first participant. The first participant, yes, that's the first participants. If we target over 1,000 participants in the second week to provide help of at least $205, we will be able to pay the GH of the people in our first week. We continue that trend, project more participants in the third week and in the fourth week, making a total of a month, so that we can be able to pay the gets up of each week participants of participant providing help. The system will match them accordingly to who each and everyone, each person they're supposed to pay to. That's all I have to say on tax 1 and 2. Excuse me.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Priscilla, and I'm going to be presenting task 3, task 4, and task 5. You can please just indicate if I'm speaking too fast, because I'm naturally a very fast speaker. A month has passed and you're 100 managers. So we're literally using the same plan for another month on the basis of the results. So we're taking previous calculations and account the dynamics of growth. Okay. If 500 PH come in from 1,000 participants at $300 each, it will give us a total of $150,000. So in order for the 500 PHs to be paid their 30%, as well as their bonuses, the bonuses also have to be considered, as participants will be given additional $20 on their $300. So this means that 30% of $300 that would have come from each participant will give us $90 interest for each of the 500 participants. Therefore, $45,000 will be additional interest for all our participants. The $20 bonus will also be calculated by the number of participants, while we have the total amount of $10,000. So considering the interest and the bonus, there will be an additional sum of $55,000 which has to be generated by the system. So mathematically, it means that 250 participants in regular GH and re-PHing from the 500 participants who request for GH, the calculation will be 250 participants times $300, which will give us a sum of $75,000. 30% of the 250 participants, PH of $300 will be the $90 times the 250 participants, which gives us a total amount of $22,500. Now, $20 bonus of the 250 participants, PH will be $5,000. At this time, there will only be the sum of $47,500 from the total PH of $150,000 as 250 participants GH, meaning that $150,000 subtracted from $102,500. In this case, if the 250 participants re-PH while withholding their interest and bonus, $75,000 will be added to the reserved amount of $47,500, which gives us a total of $122,500, which will be sufficient for the next 250 participants GH. But in a case where there's no re-PH, we'll be compelled to make sure there's additional income of the sum of $55,000 to add to the reserve of $47,500 to make it $102,500 for the next 250 participants GH. Therefore, we shall make sure that there are additional 35 to 50 participants in the system in 1 week to provide the sum of about $55,000 at the PH of $150,000 a piece. With this, there shall be the addition of nothing less than 550 participants in the next 4 weeks to make the cycle grow. Otherwise, we'll be screwed. So the cycle continues on and on for as long as the principle of regular GH and re-PH remains. So I think that would just be, in a nutshell, task 3. So here we'll need to extend the number of days left until the defrost, so that even if we have somebody has provided help, their MAVRO will not turn green, rather they'll be frozen and will turn blue. If any participant wants to GH at that period, he or she will do so as follows. The withdrawal amount, which is equal to the sum that you deposited, less the sum you have taken out of for the time of participation, and this gives us a special K, which is a special coefficient. We can stop the growth of the MAVRO pending when registration activities return to normal. And when registration activities fell drastically by 75%, we get under the pause mode, and this really wastes a lot of time for the community and for the people. This means all contributions in Nigeria will be divided into 2 parts, before and after the pause announcement. Here we'll need to delay a bit the rate at which the provide help pledge gets merged with the get help. So first of all, we have to increase leader bonuses, throw out promotions to create awareness, increase campaign on weekly basis. We need to print out flyers, banners, t-shirts, posters. Rather, I think we need to decrease the leader bonuses. Excuse me, sorry about that. And then we need to print out flyers, banners, t-shirts, and posters for offline presentations. We'll need to identify the culture they practice in Nigeria to know when there will be an increase in GH. We need to go to events and exchange complimentary cards, thereby introducing MMM to everyone. You know, just familiarize about MMM. Despite the fact that your plan worked out, this is now task 5. You do not have enough new registrations and new contributions to cover the costs. You have a reduction on the amount of contributions, less 20%. As we can see, our plans didn't work out. We do not have enough new registrations, participants, and new deposits to cover the cost of the current deposits. So we need to go back to task 1, like Prince rightly pointed out, and start the process all over again. See where we went wrong. But first of all, we need to establish the following. How many participants do we need to continue so that these things work out? How much contributions are needed to cover up? What other resources are necessary and needed as well? We need to reteach and explain more about MMM ideology in detail, train more guiders, recruit more members, installment receipts. MMM follows the rule. The order to receive money should come in half an hour after making the request. But in this difficult period for the community, participants may not receive help immediately. But in part, meanwhile, the MMM guiders will educate the community and give the following tips. For instance, do not donate the sum which is critical for you, MMM is not an investment or a bank, but rather a donation by some participants to other ones, just a community of helpers. We'll show positivity to the project. We want MMM to bring people only positive emotions. So what we'll do is we'll want the members of the community to be happy and share happiness, be sincere with ourselves, and not venturing, not using a lot of money so as not to worry later. We'll talk about MMM and invite more participants to the community. We'll make sure that we regularly give and ask for help to keep community up and running. Guiders should also reach out to more people via the social media platform like the use of Facebook, WhatsApp, webinars, etc. Posting expert comments on fan pages. This will increase traffic to your personal page and therefore the visibility of your referral links. They could also just invest their money. And during this month, okay, this is not just 6. So I think in a nutshell,
Thank you, Priscilla, for the presentation. It was well versed, loud and clear. I'm going to call out the next presenter. The next presenter for page 112. If you're still with us, would you kindly unmute your microphone? Is it Jameson? Or Jameson Chucks? Or I'm not sure. The next presenter. Guys, if you can hear me, would you kindly show me with a plus sign? Pastor Blessing Toyo. Okay. Okay, Pastor, you can go ahead. The platform is all yours. Pastor, thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Good evening, my fellow student, and thank you very much for this opportunity. I will start like this. During a month, we have gone into the post mode, and we want to see how we can handle the post mode so that it doesn't crash the system. I think the first thing we have to do is to handle the panic. We will have to do everything to avoid panic within the members. And one of the ways through which can do this is to, first of all, give them positive information, make them feel relaxed during this very particular period. Tell them that the post mode is not a challenge. It's not that anything has happened to the community. It's just a way of stabilizing the community, and that will help to stabilize their mind and to make sure that their heart are fixed on MMM. We have to rebuild trust by showing past experience in the business, whereby we'll have to call some of them who have had experiences before, and it actually didn't do any harm to the community. We have to educate members of what the post mode is all about. This is very, very vital. And most times, I believe that these things have to come before such kind of experience, when leaders begin to do their presentation, like their offline presentations, seminars, and so on and so forth. These things should come as pre-information. Like I had an experience with a lady who who had a similar challenge while we were talking. I told her, I said, somebody has said this before and this is how it is. And he was like, I was really afraid, but since you have said it, I'm okay. So when pre-informations are given, it won't really cause much panic. But in a situation whereby we didn't have such kind of opportunity to give such kind of information, I think when the system goes into a pause mode like that, it's the duty of the guiders to quickly gather their downliners and those who are within their reach to transfer the message of what the pause mode is all about, to also complete transparency in MMN. So this will help to stabilize the community and to remove panic from the minds of the people, and then also encourage them, the old participant, to constantly PH. While the new ones are PHing, the old ones should also constantly PH, provide help without fear of anything happening. When they constantly PH, there are no doubts that will recover as fast as possible. When they begin to PH, contribute without having any doubt. You know, when people begin to have confidence, the only thing that I believe that is going to stop them from being able to PH is when they have doubt. Now, when they have, number one, the right information about what the pause mode is all about. Number two, they have testimonies of people who have, who have experienced the pause mode before. That would take me to, the Brother Prince, when he talked about video, video tapes and, videos just given to them so that they can. So when such kind of things, when they know such kind of things, when you begin to talk to them, it will help to, enhance their confidence. I had a young man like who had a similar situation when South Africa had the challenge. When I told him, I said, this is what is going on. When he saw his mouth wasn't growing, he was afraid. I told him, why don't you PH? He said, no. The one that I put there is not growing. So what do you expect? No, let this one grow first. When I finished explaining, he said, now that you have explained, okay, no problem. You can go ahead and do whatever you want. So when these people have this information, it will help to enhance their confidence, and they will regularly PH. And immediately they regularly begin to PH, then there are chances that there are 80% chances that the recovering is going to be so easy. But when there is panic and the fear, the confidence is no more there, then we might likely stay there for a very, very long time. And then also, I think, most importantly, bonus for videos and letters of happiness for those actions as well. An additional 20% can also be given. You can raise up promotional programs to enhance, the PHing. Like for instance, when we had the independence, Nigeria independence 1st of October, there was this promo that came up. Every participant that registered between 25th to 1st of October were giving 1,000 naira, and that really helps. So such kind of thing can also help in stabilizing the community. We can also force old members to make donation and also have their GH regularly. Can compel members, educate them of what it means to donate regularly and to also GH regularly. That will also help to stabilize the community. And then we can also have presentations every day until things are back to normal. We can have presentations every day until things are back to normal. Make them understand the program is not going anywhere. Encourage them to train and manage to train and retrain each other. You can tell them about the benefit of managers, that is, encourage people to become managers, educate them well to become managers. Existing members need to know that money comes from new recruits. Teach members the importance of getting help regularly. That will also go a long way of stabilizing the community. But in a situation whereby that didn't work, and we now get to a point where we now come to a restart mode. Well, we now come to a point where we are now the community is now compared to put the system on a restart mode. Now, what and how do we handle that? Now, that is a critical one. Getting to a start mode, it means that we have come into a critical situation. And I think the best way to handle this is for us to most especially the guiders, to stand up to their feet and try to put things the way they are supposed to do. I believe that if that happens, it means that somebody didn't do his job. Most people didn't do their job. Everybody didn't do their job. And for us to be able to stabilize that, we must have to go back to them again, because we also need them to be able to stabilize the community. At this very particular point, you're going to be hearing negative information from left, right, center, everywhere, and this may cause a very, very serious panic. First of all, we have to ask ourselves, what did we do wrong? What is it that we didn't do right that we are supposed to do right? And now, how do we have to salvage this issue? Like I believe at this very particular point, some persons must have, lost their money. Those who have PH and they have been matched, they have lost money. And then some people have been, some people have PH and they have not been matched. Now, those who have PH and have not been matched, definitely they are going to be happy and they are going to lose trust. Now, those who have PH and they have been matched and they have paid, they are going to be angry and lose trust. Now, the question is, how do we not handle this very particular issue? I want to believe that the issue of restart is not a system thing. It is not the system that causes the restart. It's not that the system crashes. It is because the people are not, the participants are not GHing regularly and they are not PHing regularly. Because if we PH regularly and GH regularly, it means that the system is going to flow normal. But if there is a challenge there, it means that somebody is not doing his or her job. So what do we have to do to salvage this issue, to make sure that the system comes back to normal and everything falls back to normalcy? Now, I would say that the guiders will have to go back and hold seminars again, offline presentations, telling people, assuring people that the system is not closed down. The system did not take your money. The system didn't do this, it didn't do that. We have to make sure that these people get this information. And sometimes there is this fear that people may not want to be in the seminar. No, but that's not true. The psychological part of it is that people want to know what has happened to the system they had once trusted in. What has happened? These things have been working before. These have been on, I've been benefiting and all that. But suddenly things have gone out of place. What has happened? People want to know. And the next point of call, the people they are going to look up to are the people who are called guiders, people who are directing people, who they believe, the participant believe they have the real information that would have led to this very particular scenario. So when the guider goes to sleep, then the system crashes finally. When guiders go to sleep, the system crashes finally. I believe, sir, that the system is sustained by the level of information, the quality of information that the guiders are able to pass. So I believe that the system is going to be sustained if the guiders stand up to their responsibility. In a situation like this, what we are supposed to do as guiders is to hold a seminar, invite all our participants in our various locations, whether in Lagos, Port Harcourt, anywhere, invite them, sit them together and ask questions. What do you feel about this very particular situation? Because first, before you can drive in something into somebody's heart, first of all, you must find out what he thinks. For example, if I am angry and you want to talk to me, the first thing I will have first of all do is that I will be on the defensive side. I will want to defend.
That's the first thing I want to do. But if you can get me to be very happy, I will open up and begin to talk. So the first thing we have to do is to first of all find out how they feel about the situation. And without prophecy, you have to know that what you're going to get is going to be the negative. The house is going to turn upside down. But we'll try as much as possible to calm them down. Then, secondly, give them the right information. Tell them why the system have to go in a pause mode. But if I will have to go back a little or digress a little, I believe that we may not even be talking about pause mode if there is a pre-information of what pause mode is all about, because there can't be pause mode if there are no false faulting. Somebody must have faulted somewhere. 2 people, 3 people, hundreds of persons must have faulted somewhere. That is why we get into pause mode. So when people get adequate information, if we are able, as guiders, are able to pass out the right information about the pause mode and the restart mode from the beginning, we will not be talking about pause mode. But because we fail to pass this information, we will have to explain to them what the restart mode is all about. Now, we'll start like this. First of all, pointing their errors to them, because nobody wants to take responsibility. It's only a man who is very, very wise upstairs that can take responsibility for his failure. Nobody wants to take responsibility for their failure. They want to push the blame to MMM. You know, MMM failed, but they forget to know that MMM is not, you know, it's not a person. MMM is us. So if you're saying MMM failed, it means that we fail. But as a layman, the layman will not tell you that he fails. So you have to put it to them that we are the one that failed. It's not the system that failed. The system only regulates whatever we do. The system is not a bank that pays you. The system is not the one that withdraws that PH. The system is not the one that GH. You are the one that is supposed to PH. You are the one that is supposed to GH. For those of us who are for those people who are consistent with their PH and regular GHing, and sometimes also increase their GH, now it's unfortunate that you're falling into the hands of some persons who have decided to act in the wrong path, which have affected the community. So you point this to them. Now, when you are in such kind of meeting, be rest assured you're going to have the people who are faithful, the ones who are not faithful, the ones who are there to just to get information on how to scandalize the whole thing. So in such case, you point it to them that you are the one that made the mistake. MMM is not a bank. MMM is not a company. We are the MMM. So when you pass this information across to them, first of all, what it will do is that psychologically they will start thinking where each and every one of them made a mistake. The ones that didn't make mistake will tell you, I am not the one. Then you will now come up with another strategy. So how do we salvage this issue now? Because if we want MMM to die, it will die like this. If we want MMM to resurrect, it will resurrect like this. Now, the issue here, or what we have to do now, is how we can revive MMM. If you pull out and I pull out, the benefit you are getting, you have lost it. So where are you going to start from? The best thing for us to do is to restart this program and make sure we come back, avoid the mistake that we have made before, and then start afresh. And that is what the system is wanting to do. The system actually wants to give us a perfect, you know, a perfect platform to be able to provide help and to also receive help. If we don't have a perfect one, it means that very soon people are going to begin to dupe each other. So for that reason, restart is necessary because we have not been faithful. And when that is done, sometimes you also have to explain to them, because we have not actually had much of, you know, much of people whose their account is being hacked into. The reason why we have not been able to have much of it, even if we have it, I don't think it's more than, you know, 80%. So if those information can be given to them, you know, it will help to curtail the whole thing, and everybody will happily come back again with confidence to be able to restart, you know, this MMM or the community that we belong to, and by that we'll be able to stabilize and have a better community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you for the presentation. Can we have the next speaker? the next speaker or the last speaker? Can we kindly have the final speaker?
Hi, Kudzai, is this for task 7?
Yeah, the task 7 was Pastor covering all up to task 7. Did he?
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I'm wondering which speaker, because all three of us have spoken.
So Pastor also covered task number 7, is it?
The pastor covered
Yes.
all the three other taxes.
Oh,
5, 4, 5, and 7.
Yes.
okay. It's just that I didn't get to hear the question, then the solution. Okay, guys. I really appreciate all your contribution. Just a moment. Okay. Thank you, Bechandri and Cove. Thank you all for attending tonight's session. There is only there is 12 of you. 12 of you. We really appreciate all your commitments to join us for this class. I'm going to call out Mr. Zwani. Mr. Zwani, can you hear me? Mr. Zwani?
Yes, hello, Kudzai.
Yes, sir. You can kindly have your final words for Bechamri and Kof. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Kudzai. Page 112. I think you have presented well. There is no mistake in your presentation. That's why you needed to present, because your statuses will not change when you have not presented the business games, as the business games are a critical input into the guider status. The guider status is the PO, but the guider mentality should be new. So I've heard someone who said Triple M, it's us. That's true, because Triple M is not someone, is not a robot, is not something else. Triple M, it's us. That means you need to know what you are doing in the community. If you are a guider, you need to lead participants, and you have to lead other guiders, because you will be a guider and your participants and downlines will also be guiders. So that means you need to be a guider of other guiders and a guider of the community. Because being a guider, you won't guide only your participants only, but you also assist other people. Okay, so that's the critical part out of being a guider. So that's all for your presentations. I'm not sure when your statuses will change, but as you know, when business games are done, that means your page group is 100%. It has done all the tasks 100%. But here, you submitted all your tasks, but there was no business games presentation alongside your badge, which means your statuses will never change when that presentation has not been done. But you have done the presentation. That means you need to patiently wait for your status changes. I'm not sure when, but definitely it will be soon. You need to be guiders, and please be loyal.
Okay, guys, it seems that Mr. Zwane is having network issues. Seems his network is acting up. I'm just going to give my fellow mentor Rhoda to, if she has anything to say while we're waiting for Mr. Zwane. Mentor Rhoda, if you have anything while we're waiting for Mr. Zwane.
Okay. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Mr. Kudzai. Thank you so much for attending this meeting, and for the letters that I had. You guys are well prepared and to be guiders, and I wish you all the best and always keep the spirit of being good guiders, and also work hard and let MMM live. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Kudzai.
Okay, thank you, Mentor Roda. Thank you for your contribution. Mentor Ishana, you're up next.
Hi guys. I think that was a brilliant presentation. The way it was coordinated as well, and you know the flow was like excellent. So I just want to wish you all, guys, you know, all the best, and just go out and be the best guiders. And the 10 days that you would have been on the Guider School program, you would have realized that there's so much more to just understanding Triple M. It's about understanding, upskilling yourself, developing yourself, and believing in that Triple M is one of the best, what can I say, I cannot even call it a company, but it's the best community to actually be part of, is because it definitely does what it says, and you would notice that the business games actually prepares you for a lot of things. So when you need to go out there and you've got downlines that are negative, and they're all going into panics and stuff like that, you can stand up and you can still be the leadership and be completely positive in the way you do things. Guys, I just want to say well done and all the best, and I know that you're going to be great guiders. Thanks, Kudzai.
Okay, thank you, Mentor Ishana. Okay, guys, I'm just going to make few things clear for you while we're waiting for Mr. Zwane. I'm just going to sorry, I'm just going to make clarify a little bit some of the words that we need to use, our community, how it works. I know we've been giving you tasks on how to go about it, how to understand the system, how to understand the community better. But somehow I need to take this opportunity so that I can further clarify it for you. I need to further clarify for you how the system works and etc. I know that some of you might have an idea, but for those that don't know, I would love to take this moment and just go on a little bit. I won't take much of your time. I will just discuss some few aspects that we need to know. For example, first and foremost, our community doesn't have interest. It doesn't have interest. So whenever you do your presentation, whenever you share the ideology, please note that we don't use the word interest. It's not a bank. We are not a bank. We are a community that help each other, donate willingly. So there is no interest there. We have what we call growth. It's called growth that we have in Triple M community. Your money does accumulate growth at 30% if you do PH in your country's currency, and if you do it internationally with Bitcoins, it will accumulate a growth of 50%. So I'm just going to go a little bit on what is really Triple M. What is really Triple M? Well, someone's trying to say something. Okay, I'm just going to mute all your microphone. I'm just going to mute all your microphone. Okay, what is really Triple M? Okay, this information you can find it on the website, Triple M website. Triple M website on under ideology. You can find all this info. Okay, Mr. Zwane is back. Mr. Zwane, you can unmute your microphone.
Okay, so, sorry everyone. Here we'll be looking about, as Kudzai was mentioning, the fundamentals and the logistics of the system. You need to know what is Triple M, and you need to know what is the Triple M system and the Triple M community. Triple M has divisions, two divisions. but it's internal divisions. One, it's known as the Triple M community, and the second one is the Triple M system. The Triple M system, it does not work in terms of saying it needs fuel, it needs most of the resources that most gadgets use. A Triple M system is a system that assists participants to financially assist each other, not in terms of a financial state, but it matches the sender and the receiver. That's the task that it has to do. Also, it has to record all transactions done in terms of assisting one person to the other. That's the Triple M system. The Triple M community are people who want to assist each other to achieve a certain goal. So you can assist your friend, your whoever, but you know it's under the Triple M community. So the Triple M community is the people, not the system. The system assists the people to do what? To send funds to one another, where there will be a record. There is a logistic of the system. Logistics of the system says you need to PH and you need to GH. PH, it's also in two divisions. There is PH and PH request. PH is providing help, which is a verb. You are providing help. Then there is a PH request. Most people are creating PH requests. PH comes when you have been allocated an order to go and PH to the other participant, provide help. Then the request is known as provide help request. So when your provide help request is matched with the get help request, then the words used is PH and GH. PH, you will PH to the other participant, and the other participant will GH from you. So it means they will get help from the participant who is providing help. The dynamics of the community is determined by the line of flow. The line of flow, it's known as people mainly symbolize this as the cash flow. Then it becomes a problem when we are not assisting each other in terms of a financial state. But here Triple M will assist each other, as you know, it's always financial. But there are other people who are also doing physical assistance. Someone has got a job just because another participant is a manager in the Triple M community. So they are able to hire certain people who have certain skills in the community. That's your advantage. That's known as physical assistance. And also physical advantages. Then the balancing of the community. Balancing of the community means you need to PH and you need to GH. If you PH and you GH, that means you have got your reward of your PH. That's how you need to understand the community. It's not an interest, but it's a growth. What you have donated to the participant, it's your reward. You are rewarded because you are supposed to use that money to buy something else, but you did not do that. You just provided help to another participant. Providing help to another participant, it means the funds are no longer with you. So you need to be rewarded for such a wonderful assistance that you have done, because you did not take the money and put it by yourself, but you have assisted another person. So what you will GH, it's known as a reward. Okay, so the amount that is there that you will receive, it's not linked to the system. The system records whatever you have done in Mavro. So Mavro is just a score. Marks, grades. What you are doing at school, it's known as grades. They are nowhere. You cannot mine grades. You cannot say grades are now out of stock. That means one student will fail because the grades have been elapsed. So you need to understand that the Mavro, it's just a record of what you have done in the community. If you have achieved, then the Mavros will be subtracted from the system to state that you have GH. So you will not be able to go and acquire another assistance with Mavro that is not available. The current situation, as you know, the Triple M community had a restart, but is still recovering, and I'm sure we've put more strength into saying we are now developed from the previous state from May. So what you need to know is you cannot overcome a situation where you just sit down and relax. Then you hope some people will do it for you. It's not like that, because if you sit down, the other participant will also sit down. That means everyone will now sit down and relax. Then the Triple M system will not be able to allocate people, because the system allocates requests made by people, does not create requests on its own. So the people assist the system. Okay, so the system cannot generate requests that are not there. So the system takes whatever the participants are doing. So you cannot look into the system to do something for you, because the system will have to take whatever you have done to it, then it generates its logistics. If it's pH, it will just generate pH. So it will not give GH if you are sitting and relaxing, because the system does not create things for itself. The solutions for the restart, as you know, restart says Mavros are there. You know, if you say restart, it means now you are not at the current state where you were. So the solutions for that, it's known as the increase of the percentage of Mavro acquiring. So the 50% Bitcoin is also a solution to restart, to create available Mavro. The lottery is also a solution to create a Mavro available into the system without being on queue. Because at the moment people are on queue with pH requests and they are not able to be matched to their GH request. So lottery is there to create, it's known as Mavro that comes from thin air, okay? So it's just there, it's a giveaway. Lottery is a giveaway Mavro. So you need to just look into those numbers, play those numbers for fun. It's not a lottery out in the streets to say you need to put something in order to gain some. No, here it's just your assistance. You are also assisting the system to do what? To be able to generate the pH request and GH request. So if you are sitting also not playing that lottery, it means you are not contributing to the effect of restart. Because restart, it means there is no available Mavro to be GH. So where will the pH go to if there is no GH? So the lottery will just give, it's a giveaway. If you win lottery, Mavros will be loaded into your PO, then you'll be able to create a GH, okay, without being on queue. So make sure you also do that lottery and play those numbers. I'm not sure whether someone will win, but you know, everyone has a luck. There is known as auto GH is another solution. Auto GH, it's automatic, as you know. Automatic GH, it means whatever the statistics of the system, going up or going down, the auto GH will also follow those dynamics. If acquired Mavro is greater than the provided help request, then the auto GH will also create low auto GHs. It can never create high GHs that will take all pHs and leave nothing. No, that's not how the auto GH will work. It will just look into how many people have created a pH request. If there are too many, then it will also create too many auto GHs. If they are too low, then it will create low auto GH. So it's determined by what the people are doing. So that's a giveaway for participants who will have good guidance that will explain everything in terms of auto GH. Because people think the auto GH is from a bank. This money is coming from a bank. No, it is allocated. It's an allocation. There is nothing that is done. It's just automatic GH. You do not have to create a GH request, but it's automatic GH request. It just creates that GH request automatically. So no need to punch in numbers, punch in the GH tab and so on and so on. Just make sure you just sit and you relax, wait for the auto GH to be given to you. Okay, so that's how it is. But if you sit and relax when you want to receive the auto GH, another participant will sit and another participant will sit. Where will the auto GH come from? Because auto GH takes pH requests that are manual. There is no automatic pH in the system. It's better if there was automatic pH. Then the auto GH will just allocate automatic pHs. But the pHs are created manually. So the system will just take automatic GH request from the manual PHs. So if you are sitting and relaxing and not creating a PH, then it means where will that auto GH allocate or link to a PH if your PH is not there. So that's how it is. I think maybe if everyone can understand that the community is reviving, you need to just stand and know what you want in life. As you know, we are here in terms of saying together we can change the world. Thank you so much for attending the meeting. Great, thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Zwane, for your final words. Thank you guys for attending the meeting. All the best. Go out there, grow your structures, and explore. Show them what you taught from the school. Apply the knowledge that you got from the school. Together we'll change the world. Mentor Rishana, you want to say something before we end the session?
No, I'd just like to thank Mr. Zwane as well for those words, for explaining, Triple M, making it so much more simpler. So guys, just take all the knowledge that you've had accumulated on the 7 days with your tasks that you've done on the 3 days in business game and with Mr. Zwane's information, which was really, really pertinent. Put it all together, and I'm sure that you're going to really your best foot forward, and you're going to go and you're going to make something of it. All this, guys, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you, Mentor Rishana. Thank you, guys. Your classes ends tonight, right now. All the best from me, Kudzai Olokani, and the Mentors team. Good night. Bye-bye.